Good afternoon everyone, I'm the Ragnarok Ranger, this is the Ragnarok Theory. We're going to be talking about navigation kit that I carry on different kinds of day out. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Good afternoon everybody. We're back at base camp. Seem to have had quite a lot of views on the little short we made with the Grail. There'll be a lot more about water purification and filtration coming on this channel. Each different subject will end up with its own playlist. That was just a little thing, A, to get going, and B, because I've not used my Grail yet, so I wanted to give it a live test out there, and it lives up to it. But there's other forms of water purifying. We'll go into that another time. Today we're going to talk navigation. I'm going to try and keep it reasonably short. So first of all, as telephones, lots and lots of people, more and more people are turning to telephones for a navigational aid, and as I can't disagree, it's fantastic. You can have a compass on there, you can have a live map and blah blah blah. When it works, it's brilliant. However, I promise you, my partner Lisa has got OS Maps on her phone and Strava, and we've been using these two apps for a long time with us walking, and we've walked together 16 years. Yeah, we did start coming to heavily depend on the offline map capability until now, because within the last month it's failed twice and the map just simply wouldn't load up, and that is absolutely no good. Luckily, when it happened, we were in an area that we knew reasonably well, so we didn't feel we were in any danger, and we just carried on regardless. But I always carry some kind of map and compass combination, always have anyway, and a couple of times in past it has become relevant. I've had to get it back out and go back to the old-fashioned way of finding a way about map and compass. But the more I go along, the more I realise the dependency on technology has made my skills rusty. I've got it in here, but actually transferring it back to the ground. So I'm on a mission at the moment to get back to doing route cards and planning routes properly, rather than just letting it auto plot it round a map. Because on the digital maps online, they end up being about a mile to a mile and a half out sometimes. And if you think you're doing 10 mile and it's a really hot day and you've run out of water and you've still a mile and a half to go, wow, it can be a problem. Been there before. Fortunately, on hot days, it's either Grail or a live straw bottle that I've got with me. So you can balance it out, but you shouldn't be having to. Yeah, your kit should suffice. So first of all, when I went out the other day, we just went down to Tart Peak District. Me and Lisa's been going there for so many years. We rarely need a map down there. The route we were doing, we've done before. We knew it well. Up Grinsbrook Clough, over the top of Edale to Kinderlow, and then down the Jacob's Ladder and back through to Edale car park in like a big loop. And it's a really good walk. Like I say, we know it really well, so getting lost up there probably ain't going to happen. However, I still took some basic provision. So on a day like that, because I know exactly where I am, pretty much, I don't take a full complement of kit with me. So what I did carry the other day was just this little old orienteering compass that I've got, and it's absolutely brilliant, you know what I mean? I know my north from here and where it should be. Yeah, and that's bang on. Okay, so I had that with me, and I had this version of the Dark Peaks map. It's the British Mountaineering Council branded one, but it's actually still made by Harvey's Maps, who have made these kind of squashable, waterproof, bendable, rollable, waterproof maps for just years. The reason I carry this one, I do sometimes carry OS Maps, but this is a scale of 1 to 40,000. Okay, if this is a scale you're really unfamiliar with, you need to get with program and get out there and start learning. Okay, that's the one that includes Ilkley and everywhere for us, and that's your average 1 to 50,000, which is all right for rural kind of countryside. It's no good up on a mountain really. 1 to 25, 1 to 40. They're the scales you want to be looking at. Okay. On my main compass, I've actually got well, it's gone out of my head. Anyway, I've got the capability of measuring 1 to 40,000 as well as 1 to 25 and 1 to 50, all on one compass to get a 6-figure grid reference. That's what I'm trying to say. Right, so there's a small compass, a map, and I still take one of these. All this is a magnifier. Bought a pack of about 10 or something for pence, really, and they're fantastic. So I've always got at least 2 of them with me in case I lose one. Yeah, so that was ultimately my backup navigation kit for when I was out the other day. Did I need more than that? No. Did we get the map out at all? No. Did we even have to look at the online map? No. We didn't even start it going. We just started Strava for mileage when we got back. Okay, so look, we've got a 1 to 40,000, we've got the 1 to 25, 1 to 50,000. Okay, but when I go out on, so if it's somewhere I don't know, or if it's going on the mountains rather than, like, I mean, we did go to a mountain because we're on Kinderlow, but I'm on about the big ones like the Lake District, Scotland, Wales, places like that where you're going up bigger mountains. I'm going to take a full complement of kit, and at the moment this is how I carry it. You don't get this with this. I've put that on myself because it's just a good thing, and you don't get the Ragnarok Ranger badge because I've had them made. Okay, this, believe it or not, came from Temu and cost a couple of quid. Yeah, similar thing on Amazon were like 25-30 quid. So I took a punt and I can't knock it. Okay, it just fastens with Velcro straps, opens up. One side you've got multiple pockets, which I'm going to show you. We'll put in all these, and then you've also got a detachable map case. Okay, that does fit. I've had maps in this. There, I've got the other magnifying glass already in there, but well, I had my maps in a plastic bag the other day, but normally my map would be in there, but it just velcros in, closes in with the rest of your kit, and everything just stays in one place. So if I need the map kit, I can pull it out, everything's there. So before we go into what else I actually do carry in my kit, just gonna run you through these. These are splash maps made by Splash Maps UK, I believe. I don't think it's the only version of a like cloth map. These are really good. This again is one that I bought off the shelf 2 or 3 years ago now, up at the outdoor show that's at Birmingham NEC every year. It's been going for 4 years. We've not missed one yet. It's worth going if you're into outdoors. It's just a 1 to 25,000. Sorry, a 1 to 50,000 scale map, pre-made. It's got all the little bits on that you need with all the symbols. They're quite big maps. Okay, if in desperation you needed, you could use it as a towel, I suppose, or even tie it round your head to keep the sun off your head if you're burning. But basically, as you can see, these are just absolutely fantastic. They just fold up, roll up, screw up, do what you want, stuff them in my pocket. Right, so if I'm going to Peak District, that one's going with me as well. Okay, and then I decided to test. Now this even feels a better quality cloth than this. This is a 1 to 25,000, and as you can see it says Normanton there. So this is my area, it's Wakefield. Right, it's a 1 to 25,000, and I had this made at Splash Maps. I paid about 30 odd quid, I believe, to have it made, and the centre of this map is what we call the pits, or Walton Colliery, where I do a lot of my bushcrafting and survival practice training, where I'll be filming quite a lot of my videos. Right, so you can actually decide where you want the centre of your map to be with Splash Maps, and they will make it for you. And again, it's just a good size map. You've got your symbols on it. It's 1 to 25,000. So again, it works with roamers. That's what I'm trying to think of, isn't it, the word? Works with any roamer, any scale, because the only 3 scales we're going to use as walkers, mountaineers at the moment is 1 to 50, 1 to 25, which have been around like forever. and the 1 to 40. So a paper map or a waterproof map and a splash map if I'm going to peaks, which is regular. At some point I will look at having some made for the Lake District. It's a big place, so you're not going to get it all on one sheet, so it becomes quite expensive, right? So you might be better saying, oh well, if we're going on holiday this year and we're going to cover this area, try and have one made that covers the area you're going to as an emergency. So what else do I carry in there? I do carry a signalling device. I've never taken the plastic covering off it because I've thankfully never had to use it. If you don't know how to use these, you need to go and find out. It's got a little compass on it, which is actually quite accurate, right? But you're going to sight it through there at the sun and bounce the sun off it in the direction of a search and rescue helicopter or aircraft if you see it going over, hopefully attracting rescue, and they'll be able to come and get you. So I always carry that. The other thing I always carry is a single charge mobile phone power bank. Cost like £1 or something in an home bargain store when they were doing them. So I've got both. Sorry, I got two. I always carry one with me just as emergency. I normally have a power bank on me as well, but if that goes flat and you're in a desperate situation, that's really good to have with you. Right in the reins, it's not the branded one, but it is waterproof paper, and then I've got the pen that writes in the rain, and it writes upside down, and it writes underwater and everything. Yeah, so I don't bother with pencils. Pencils can wash off, pencils can rub out. Why would you use a pencil when you can use a pen? So pen and notebook can become really important. I also carry at the moment a black marker. I will be adding a white paint pen and something else, maybe one more colour, possibly red to that. I've just not made my mind up yet, but definitely an indelible black marker. I don't want to be writing on stuff, so I've got paper. I can write or draw an arrow direction I've gone, put it somewhere it can be seen if I've had to move from a location. Okay, the other thing is, and yes, I can still measure a map with a piece of string and some blue tack if I need to, but I carry a map measurer. This is my preferred style. I've seen all the others, but basically you set it to 0, you draw it round your route, you go to your scale at the bottom of your map, and then you go backwards the length of your scale until you get back to 0. Each time you get, so you start at 0 and you go 5 kilometres, 10 kilometres, 15 kilometres or miles, yeah? And when you get back to 0, that's how far your route is. It's actually pretty accurate if you use it enough and practice with it. The main compass that I carry, and I always have a clip on the end of this, it is plastic, is a silver compass. It's got the magnifier, it's got the works, it's got 1 to 40, 1 to 50, 1 to 25,000 roamers. Yeah, and this is just a bomb-proof compass. I've had this one for years. I've got various compasses, but you know, if you're wanting a proper good compass, then in UK especially, silver are the brand. They're the ones, and always have been. We even use silver in military, but we use a mils version. You can get mils if you understand mils better than degrees. It is more accurate. And then, so I've shown you the pouch. It does all fit in there. I do promise you, I'm not going to load it up in front of you. But it's some, well, I might pause the video, load it, and then show you it. But and then also clipped in there is a true utility light. I'm not going to shine it into the thing while it's on white, but as you can see, it's red. Red at night for map reading is better than white. It's better for your eyes. Don't mess up your night vision. Yeah. And that is, to me, a basic map reading kit. Yeah. So you're gonna have 2 maps. You're gonna have a splash map if you've got one available, and a paper or waterproof map of your area. You're going to have at least 1 compass, but I'd always have both them compasses with me anyway. It's all came out of this kit. It's just what I took the other day came out of that kit to go with me in a plastic bag. Power bank, signalling device, right in the rain, upside down, underwater, bomb-proof pen and waterproof paper, map measuring device, and a black marker pen. And that's what I carry. Maybe you carry something different. Maybe you've got no idea what you're doing, maps and compasses. And if not, get on a course. There's loads and loads of courses. Cost a couple of £100. Add it into your holiday. Make an activity. Book on a course. Get out there and learn to use a map and a compass. Because again, we keep hearing about this possibility of like EMP strikes and stuff like that. And if something like that happens, your phone ain't going to work at all. Not even as a phone, right? This is a skill that you need to class yourself as a survivalist, a prepper, a bushcrafter. You need to be able to read a map and compass. Hope you enjoy this. Hope you find it useful. Catch you in a couple of days. I've got some more videos planned. I've got some days off coming up. Yay. So take care. Stay safe. Remember, I don't prepare to survive. I prepare in case I survive. Survival is an instinct. An instinct is everything.